Power 92. We are number one in the streets.
Power 92, we are number one in the streets. It's your girl, Bree Specific. And in the building with me today, I got Nimic.
Yo, what's good? Power 92, it's Nimic Revenue in the building all the way from St. Paul, Minnesota. What's going on?
You better tell them where you from, because I was about to ask you.
You know it.
I was definitely about to ask you, Minnesota. What is it like living in Minnesota?
It's an experience, man. Like, it's one of them places where you can either grind and be rich or, like, not care and just stay where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them states where you got to push yourself to be wherever you want to be in life. But I appreciate that because I feel like it made me a really strong person growing up down there. Like, a lot of people, when they think about Minnesota, they don't think they got hoods down there. They probably think all grass,
I just think,
animals.
Like, mountains and skin.
No, ma'am. We got real life hoods out there, especially in the cities. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there. Actually, these past couple months, there's been, like, so many deaths out there due to violence. Like I said, I consider my city like any other city, but we just don't know how many opportunities we have out there, and I'm trying to shed a light on that.
Yeah, and that's why I was in LA recently, and literally everywhere I went, like if I introduce myself, like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. Oh, you from Chirac, and y'all do this, and it's so much violence, but it's like, you know, it's people are hurting everywhere. It's violence everywhere. Like it's up to us to be those people in those cities to be changed, you know, and be able to put forth that change. So I think that's dope.
That's the truth, man. Like, that's why, like, Lifeline is, like, super important to me for the fact is, like, I want to give my city a new voice, a new way to be seen and looked at. So, like, you know, make sure y'all go get that. Lifeline
is your EP, right?
It's dropped everywhere.
How long has it been out?
It dropped on the 29th, I believe, just this last month. So, like, just for it to only dropped a few weeks ago, it's going crazy. Like, and now we get to do the footwork and get all the fun part over with.
The touring and the promos and the interviews.
Yeah, it's the fun part. I mean, like, great people like you, personalities and relationships that I hope to still have in the future, you know?
Thank you. Yes, we definitely been talking. We've been chopping it up since before we got on live. But if you could describe Lifeline in one word, I know Lifeline is the title for a reason, but if you could pick one word to just describe the entire project, what would it be?
Experience.
Why?
Because it's an experience. Every song is an experience I went through that I feel like I've always found a way to flip the song into something motivating, kind of like the books I read. Flip it into something motivating and to enhance a feeling in people. So I feel like the experience is like something, you know, you got to have that at least one time in your life. So go download Lifeline, the EP. Let's get it.
It's out on all streaming platforms, right?
Yes, man. Yes.
Okay. And I see that you big on books. We were talking about books, too.
Yeah.
What kind of books do you like?
I like motivational books. I really like, there's this book I used to read. It was the first chapter book I ever completed in my life. It was called Geronimo Stilton, right? It's about this business mouse. I never knew I liked the book.
So it's a fiction book.
Yeah, it was fiction.
A mouse that did business.
And that was the first chapter book I ever completed, but it made me love the book. You know what I'm saying? Because it was actually about a man, but putting himself in this cartoon world, you know what I'm saying, where you know what's going on in his life, but you've seen it in a playful way, you know, a vibey way. So, like, reading the books, like, what kept me interested was the way he played with the words, the way they, like, flexed out to you, like, they color them up. So, like, I guess that's how I really got into books. Like, I just like the stories behind them, the different things you could be creative with. Like, that's what I loved.
Okay, so you're not really a fan of fiction books. You're more so, like, motivational.
Yeah.
You like to learn lessons. You like to keep learning.
I feel like I'm just reading something, because I don't like to study or none of that. I just like to learn.
Right, so if you read something you feel like it's not applying, it's like, I'm not going to do it no more.
That's exactly what it is.
I feel you. So do you feel like what you've learned from reading books, because you literally walked in here with a book, and like you opened it up while we was like talking, and was like, halfway trying to read.
My bad too, by the way, because like sometimes like I'm a person who will go back and reread something if I didn't understand it, because there was no point in me going past that page if I didn't understand what I just read.
Period.
So I had to go back to make sure the page that I said I was on, I was actually on. So I just make it show.
So do you feel like your love for books like reflects in your lyrics sometimes? Because it's words.
Yes, I do. I feel like Lifeline EP tells like stories. I like the stories that I read. Like, I feel like it'll get you motivated. It'll get you out your seat. It'll get you ready to go do something, keep you inspired, and like, that's all I want to do with the voice that I was blessed with, you know?
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So Paramount Is that the single from the EP?
Are you talking about the hottest single out right now?
Oh!
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. That's on the EP right now.
You better say that. I that.
I got two, like, one of the major songs that I want everybody to listen to that I know is going to catch your ear. I got Kim K on there, a fun, bouncy track just to instill confidence in a lot of the youth that I want to hear it. Mm-hmm. And Paramount is more like a thing where it's like a lot of people, they work so hard, they don't really know, what other people are seeing or how they're taking it. And I kind of feel like people forget to respect themselves, too. Like, you ain't got to always ask the world to respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect yourself, and that's going to come.
Yeah.
It comes with how you hold yourself. So I feel like that song, like, really gives people a confidence that they need.
Mm-hmm. I feel like music does a lot when it comes to building confidence and having self-love.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, when you want to feel good, you listening to, like, the up music or, you want to have a hot girl summer, so you go and turn on Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean about, like, Lifeline being an experience, because, like, you hear something like Chris Brown said or something Justin Bieber said about a girl or something, it'll make you feel like you them, like you was just talking about it. And it's like, putting yourself in somebody else's shoes is just an experience in itself. And feeling where they're coming from is just a whole nother one.
That's dope. I like that you're doing it in a positive light.
Yeah, like, no problem. Thank you.
That's dope. So I see that you've had a couple features.
Yes.
With, some Chicago people. Yeah. You've been on Dirk, OTF.
Yeah, that's my big brother. I got the Back in the Day song we did. That's almost at $500,000 right now. Mm-hmm. I got something coming out with 147, but we ain't drop it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting on that because it's too hot right now. I don't even know if we gonna drop that right now.
Well, I feel like y'all should drop it. I want to hear it. Well, you don't gotta
I'm trying to get this Lifeline EP everywhere first.
Send it to me so I can hear it.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right,
so we're gonna listen. Who else? Chief Keef? You did something with Keef?
Yeah, I did something with Chief Keef, man. Oh my God, the vibe with that guy. It was just unreal. Like, everything you expect one of the ghosts in this music stuff to be like, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? He gave me that feeling that I was like, if anybody could recognize me right now to get your love and your support, that was like the utmost. Like, I needed. I felt like to keep going and keep me striving.
That's dope. So being from another city, how do you feel about the music culture here in Chicago?
Well, I would say that where I'm from is a very consuming state. So, like, we love all music down there, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't think there's, like, when it comes to Chicago music, I feel like they give me that hype feeling that I be needing sometimes, just to get that hype off me, you know what I'm saying? Like, they say stuff, the braveness, the bluntness in what they say, it gives you a sense of character. And, like, that's what I really value and love about Chicago music. Like, it gives you a real sense of character. It gives you attitude. Like, and I feel like that's a lot of what, hip-hop and music's about. Like, giving you a feeling, giving you something to leave with.
I think it's dope if you can get that feeling from, like, not just another city, but another group of artists.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it builds, like, that companionship with artists. And some people are always like, oh, you got to be battling with this person or beefing with this person because y'all not from a certain place. Like, so I think it's dope that you actually work with a lot of Chicago artists. Yeah, I think that's dope. So,
thank you.
Allure Gang? Did I say it right?
Allure. Yes, there you go.
Allure Gang. Period. I'm getting better. All right, cool. Allure Gang.
Yeah.
So what I heard was that's the song that pretty much broke you out.
Yeah.
That had everybody like all eyes on Nimic.
Yeah.
So how did that feel?
It felt like a dream come true, to be honest, because, like, what I expected to happen was more than I expected, I had a lot of doubts. I knew my voice was different, and I just didn't know how the world would take it, Mm-hmm. So just to get even one or two people to tell me they loved it, like, it just made me feel like the world was by me now. Like, they on my side, and I could keep running, I could keep going, and they with me on this journey.
I know you said that your voice was different.
Yeah.
So do you have any obstacles or anything that you had to battle while being an artist? And feeling like, you're not, just, I'm different. I'm not like who you hear on the radio.
I feel like a lot of artists do, but I feel like what set me apart is I just stopped caring.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once you just let all that go and stop worrying about what other people think about you, what they gonna say about you, how they gonna judge you, like, you judging yourself, worried about how they gonna feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
You being insecure towards yourself. Like, when I learned a little bit of self-love, which I do have to admit, I get a lot of that from the management I'm with, and that's why I feel like we so close. They taught me a lot of stuff that I wasn't taught growing up, So, like, to get that sense and then to have people behind you like that I want to make them proud, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't care. I just want to keep going, yeah.
I feel you. So it's like tunnel vision.
Yeah, basically, I'm just focused on the goal, like, because I didn't bring them or we didn't drag each other this far to stop now, you know? We got to just keep dragging each other forward and keep going.
Okay, one question I like to ask upcoming artists is, what do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years?
I feel like everybody need a plan. Some people don't have a plan. Some people just, put out a single and be like, oh, this popping. But they don't know what comes after.
In the long run, man, like I said, I grew up watching Michael Jackson and stuff like that. Like, I want to travel the world, perform all over the world, go to different countries, and meet children that I never thought in my lifetime I would meet because they halfway across the world. And inspire them, motivate them to feel like they can do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they can. So I feel like in 5 years, I'll probably be doing a lot of motivational speaking. That's something I really want to get into, write a book, something like that.
That's dope. And I could tell that fits you from our conversations. Like, I'm you're real positive. I rock with that. So, one more time, let everybody know where they can find Lifeline and Paramount and Lauren Gang.
I
said it right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Don't worry, we teaching them how to say it right, too. So, don't worry about it. They got to know what it is. But, yeah, it's Nimic Revenue. You know, the flyers artists at Def Jam. I'm going to give myself that credit. But I just want to say Lifeline and EPs everywhere. I just want y'all to enjoy it, catch a vibe off it. Follow me on all socials at Nimic Revenue, NIMICREVENUE. Let's go.
Y'all heard it.
Shout out to Chicago. Shout out Power 92 for having me, period. Let's go.
Yes, Bree Specific and Nimic right here on Power 92.
Power 92.3 FM.